Howdy, my name is Otto, and I'm running out of ideas. Well, okay, I do have ideas. I have plenty of ideas. But I don't really feel like this is the right time to make any of them into videos. And by that I mean, it's the 23rd of the month and I haven't even started working on anything. Wait. It's an idea generator? Yeah, that's the video. Are you shitting me? That's what you came up with? What, you needed ideas and fuck that. Alright, buckle up, Chucklefuck. This one's gonna be fun. So Otto, what the fuck even is a naming convention? Well, a naming convention is basically just a set of rules on how you name shit. For example, in Hungarian notation, you put the first letter of the variable's type in the variable name, like an integer called iNumber or a character called C letter. So for the first rule of the naming convention, I'm gonna steal that idea because I am lazy and stupid. And for the next rule, I'm gonna abbreviate all variable names. And you might be wondering, why? Why on earth would you do that? Well, this change is actually pretty useful because it's just to fuck with people. And yeah, I think that's it for the rules. It doesn't need to be that complicated. Who the hell is Kyle? Actually, you know what? Yeah, fuck Kyle. Everybody hates Kyle. I bet you hate Kyle. I bet Kyle hates Kyle. Whoever he is. And you know what? I hate Kyle so much. I hate Kyle so much that I'm not even going to use the letters in his name. K, Y, L, and E are officially banned. But what, we change variable naming and call it a fucking day? Nah, here at Sudato, definitely a real company, for sure, TM, we don't do things smart. And that's why, as a little cherry on top, I renamed all the keywords and types to fancy shit such as numerical, and I used this like one time for running assembly, because who doesn't love a little class in the project? Fuck. Alright, enough exposition, let's get to work. I started by severing the digital tumor that is our renaming instructions from main. Trust me, it's for their own safety. But while setting up the test to make sure it would work, I came upon an issue. Oh shit. For Hungarian notation, I've got a grapheme pointer, which is, it's basically just a string. So do I call it S-test for string test, or should I call it G-test for grapheme test? I eventually decided to go with S-test. So now that everything works, I think I should get into the plan for this thing. The type of video that I make can be broken down into 3 parts: the app, the twist, and the payoff. /test/demo/ you get the gist. So obviously we're going to make an array for each and then index them randomly, which should be pretty simple. All right, I'm going to start by making the arrays. I'm going to have this up because there is no chance in hell I'm remembering these keywords. All right, fuck this. Why am I so indecisive? 10 methods. Why am I reading this? I actually have no idea how to do this anymore. But you know what? I think that I know someone who's got a little snippet that should work for me. Yeah, I'm just gonna recycle the code from the calculator project. I don't think that's exactly right. Not sure, but I think I might have missed a comma. Oh, yeah, right here. Should be a comma right there. All right, hell yeah, it works. Oh, that looks suspiciously similar to the last idea. Oh, I never seeded the random number, so it always returned the same value. Okay, I'm seeing a little too much of the another program prompt. It looks like the other 2 are doing fine. It's just this one prompt that's a fixed value. Yeah, from what I can tell, everything should be fine. I'm not sure why it's not changing. All right, let's make this shit even more random after seeding. Maybe we seed again with the random number? Oh, okay, of course it doesn't work. The second seed is dependent on the first. The problem here is that the second seed is dependent on the first. Like I said, here's what I mean. Random numbers don't exist because randomness is only an outdated idea that explains unpredictability. But Otto, I spent 5 goddamn hours farming solar eclipses for a broken hero sword. What do you mean random numbers don't exist? I mean that numbers only seem random when in reality, the way random numbers are generated, or more accurately, pseudo-numbers are generated, is using an LCG, or as I affectionately call it, LITGA. Basically, it's just a formula that takes a seed. The LITGA uses this seed, like a baseball bat, and beats the shit out of the previously generated number until it's unrecognizable and so-called random. So here, the second seed is dependent on the first. I was talking about the fact that if you run the program twice, very quickly, the output will be the same because the bat that we're giving it is the current time. So therefore, when it's run twice within the same time period, it will generate the same message. All right, so now the seed is time times the process ID, which is basically just the number. You know what? Google it yourself. Oh my God. Yeah, from what I can tell, everything should be fine. I was staring at the problem this whole time. Okay, great. It works now. Now I know what you're thinking. Otto, dumbass, what if I want more? Like, what if I want 2 ideas, or 4, or 16, or 65,536, or this number? Well, don't worry, my dear viewer. Here at Sudato, Definitely a Real Company, TM, we listen to your needs. And that's why I added this absolute shitstorm of a feature. Yeah, that's the video. I know this one was a bit weird and small, but you know what? I'll make it up to you in the next one. What am I even doing for the next video anyways? Hey,